So recently I hired a business coach and I paid this guy $5,000 actually to teach me how to make money online, which is something I've talked about in some other videos. And let me just say the amount of value I've gotten so far from this coach and this mentor has been like unreal. And I wanted to make this video because a lot of people think that mentorships or coaching is a scam, especially people that have never done it before. But I want to tell you guys a little story about my first business coach. So when I first started my business, I have a cleaning business. I had been watching this guy's videos. This guy named Rick Brown. He had a course and a coaching program called Cleaning Launch, right? And Cleaning Launch was basically, it would teach you how to start a cleaning business, how to get clients, how to do this, how to do that, and then one-on-one direct coaching with Rick himself. And before I had hired this guy, I basically wasn't making much money. I didn't know what I was doing as far as business. And I was just going off of like previous experience and like free information online. So how much did I pay Rick Brown? So my first mentor, my first coach, I paid him $5,000 as well, right? I made payments. It was like $500 a month. And I made payments basically for like 10 months. And yeah, he taught me a bunch of stuff. Shortly after basically being in his program, I was making money. I was, getting clients. I have a successful business now. I make a lot of money. Not like a lot of money, but I make pretty decent money. And the coaching was worth it, right? Because the thing with coaching and the thing with mentorship is that you're getting the information so much faster, so much quicker. And yes, you can watch YouTube videos all day. You can watch free crap online, free stuff. But until you talk to someone who understands your situation, like your situation is going to be different from most other people's situations, right? And hiring a business coach, hiring a mentor, someone who can teach you, they're going to be able to learn about your situation. They're going to be able to keep you accountable. They're going to put themselves in your shoes. And these are people with years and years and years of business experience that can see things that you can't, right? Isn't that crazy? People that are more experienced can see things that you can't see in your business. But it's true, right? And a lot of people that are aspiring entrepreneurs, a lot of people that want to be entrepreneurs, they don't spend the money. They think they know better. Don't think that you know better than someone who's been doing it way longer than you. That is one of the biggest mistakes you can make as a businessman, as an entrepreneur. This is like a very common thing that I see, especially because I have students. Now I have students. People don't follow instructions. People like just do. They think that they know everything. They think that they know the best way. And if you really knew the best way, right? I want you to ask yourself this. If you really knew the best way, if you really knew what was best, you wouldn't be in the position where you would need help. You wouldn't be looking for a mentor. You wouldn't be watching these free videos, right? If you were already rich, if you were already making money, you wouldn't be struggling, right? And these people that think that they know best, they're typically the ones that are struggling, right? There's a major problem with their business, or there's a major problem with their mindset that they can't see. And it's just so crazy. Like people's egos are fucking huge. People's egos are huge, and it's just like sucks. Like they don't want to pay money. They don't want to pay money, and they stay broke. They're already these are people that have like a very scarce mindset. Like they don't spend money on anything. They don't spend money unless they absolutely have to. These are people that don't invest in education, learning, but these same people, that's the thing. I see this all the time. These same people, they spend money on fast food, Netflix, women, drugs, alcohol, bullshit, fucking vacations, Cut all that shit out. Like, you can afford mentorships, you can afford coaching. You have to make sacrifices. You have to save up money, or you might have to fucking take out a line of credit, right? You might have to run up your credit card. You got to take that leap of faith, guys. Like, you really do sometimes have to take that leap of faith where you might have to pay for something with money, on credit, in order to get that knowledge and in order to get that quick result. So, what kind of people is coaching and mentorships and courses for? Coaching, mentorships, and courses are for people that aren't worried about spending money. It's for people that want to get the results faster, okay? If you pay for someone to teach you, you will get the result faster. You will make more money quicker, faster. You will gain more knowledge faster. You will avoid fuck-ups, okay? And that's the biggest thing. The money that you invest in a mentor or a teacher, the amount of money you save from avoiding major fucking errors is enormous, right? Like, when you really think, like, because I've done it both ways. I've done business figuring out on my own, trial and error, bullshit, thinking that I know best. I'm just going to figure it out on my own. I'm just going to do my own research, right? Instead of, like, having someone tell me what to do. I've done it both ways. I've done the mentorship thing where I've listened to people, and I've done the trial and error way, okay? And both ways, right, you're going to learn. Except getting with a mentor or paying for teaching, you're just going to get there so much quicker. And yeah, you're going to avoid a bunch of fucking dumb bullshit that you're going to run into. The trial and error method, you're going to, like, spend a lot of money on stuff that doesn't work. You're going to spend a lot of time on things that don't work. You're going to have a lot of negative experiences. Yes, you will see progress. Yes, you will. You will see progress. You will see little by little progress. You will see little wins, little victories. But having a mentor, it's kind of like you see, like, the wins, like, they come faster, they come quicker, right? And you have someone to talk to. You have someone to ask, like, questions. You're able to ask questions. You're able to fucking get that direct input instead of having to find a video or figure it out on your own. You could just say, hey, I'm having this problem. What do I do? And this person has been in the same situation that you've been in, right? And another thing you see with mentors or coaches is that they have mentors and coaches, okay? Every, like, single, like, program I paid for, mentor, coach, whatever, there's always something that you'll see in common. These people that are making a shitload of money, that are teaching, making money online, they always started off the same way. They hired a mentor in the past. They hired a coach. They joined a course so that they could learn how to do this stuff. And when you get that knowledge, you keep it forever. That's the thing. Like, you spend the money once, okay? You spend the money once, or maybe it's a recurring thing. But when you get that knowledge, it's yours, right? Nobody can take your knowledge from you. Nobody can take what you've learned from you. Like, those skills stick with you for life, And that's what broke, like, people that don't, like, that have the scarcity mindset don't understand, is that they care more about the money than the knowledge, and they care more about the money than the time, right? There's a saying that rich people favor time over money. Poor people favor money over time, because rich people don't have a lot of time. They're busy. Like, entrepreneurs, business owners, they don't have a lot of time. They would rather pay someone else to do this job or to complete this task, because they understand the value of money, right? It frees you up. It allows you to do things that you can invest in yourself that are much, like, have a higher, basically, ROI. Versus someone who has, like, a broke mindset, right? They're trying to save every single penny. They're going to do it the hard way. They're always going to do it the hard way to save that little bit of money. But when they don't realize that just by them paying for the knowledge, just by them paying for the service, that they could have extra time to where they could make that money back twice as fast, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times as fast. Get that money back that you spent. And that's another thing. This is another tip. If you decide to get coaching, mentorship, pay for a course, whatever, buy a program, put in the work, make the investment worth it, right? A lot of people that say that this shit's scams is people that they pay the money and they expect a miracle to happen, okay? No, yes, yeah, you have to pay, but you can't just sit back and fucking everything's gonna change, or that this coach is just gonna fucking make money fall out of the sky for you. Like, no. This guy or this course or program, whatever, it's gonna tell you what to do. It's gonna teach you the methods, how to do these things, right? It's going to teach you, okay? And what's going to happen is you need to take action, right? If the coach tells you to do this, you need to do it. You can't be putting off for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, fucking skipping out on bullshit, doom scrolling, watching TV, hanging out with your friends. Like, no, you need to take that knowledge and you need to apply it fast, okay? If you want to see that fast result, you got to do fast action. Business is all about fucking speed, okay? The faster you get things done, the faster you make money, the faster you can avoid fucking catastrophic failures and fuck ups and errors. Speed is everything when it comes to business. You need to do things as fast as possible, okay? Like, there's people that take fucking 2 weeks, bro. I know people that have tried to start businesses, bro. I see it all the fucking time. People take 2, 3 weeks, a month, coming up with a fucking logo or building their web page, right? Like, oh, I gotta, make my website perfect, and they spend like 2 or 3 weeks building a fucking website or doing this or coming up with the perfect logo or lining out the business strategy or whatever. No, dude, you can make a website in a fucking day. You can make a logo in like 10 minutes, bro. Like, less than that. Put it in AI, right? Get your logo, get your website up, get one of those fucking web builders, whatever. Take action quick, bro. Like, you could start DMing people. You could start that Facebook page. You can start running ads, right? Like, I tell people to run ads. They take forever to make an ad, right? Like, they take forever. They're like have to study it and everything. No, dude, just run an ad. Like, I'm at the point where I can make an ad and get it running, a brand new ad, within like an hour or two. I can have Facebook ads or TikTok ads running within like an hour or two, even less than that. If I really focus, probably like 35 minutes, I can make one. I'm talking making a video with a voiceover, with captions, targeting someone, targeting the right audience, running the ad, getting it all set up, boom, bada bing, bada boom. I literally did it today. I made like 5 new ads today, and I spent like 4 hours doing that, but I made like 5 separate ads. So that's like less than an hour per ad, probably like 45 minutes per ad. And these were like Facebook ads. So you can do things fast. You can. People take forever to do shit, yo. Like, people take forever to fucking make a design or write something or like draw something, design shit. People take forever to fucking get projects done. Like, you don't need to take forever. Just because you take longer on a project doesn't mean that it makes it higher quality or better. What you need to do is test. You need to throw it out there. Like, even if the ad's not perfect, even if the website's not perfect, the way you make that perfect ad or the perfect website is by just doing it. Not waiting, not researching, not fucking around. And that's why mentorship, coaching, and programs is so powerful, because they've already figured out the perfect strategy. They've already figured out how to get it done. They already figured out the fucking formula. All you got to do is follow the fucking formula. Okay? Just do what they say. I have problems with like some of my students. I fucking tell these people exactly what to do. Oh, they're having trouble getting clients. I tell them exactly what they fucking need to do. It's so obvious. It's like, okay, here's why you don't have clients. Fix it. And you just fucking don't hear back from them. Like, you just like, they're just fucking around. It's like, They like try other shit. It's like they'll like try to do other stuff that they think's gonna work until they eventually like just give in and just do what you tell them. And it's so strange. It's like, yo, you came to me to learn how to do this. I'm telling you how to do this. I'm telling you that this works. I know this works. I've done it a million times. I know that it fucking works with 100% certainty because I've been doing this for years. And they still think that they can do their own fucking strategy or whatever bullshit fucking thing that they think's gonna work, and they don't get results. And they're like doing the trial and error garbage. So this business coach that I recently hired, the $5,000 business coach, literally the first fucking week. By the way, this is like 3 months of coaching. I got 3 months of coaching. I spent $5K. It's weekly coaching calls. This guy's teaching me like selling courses, online marketing, how to get clients, as well, using social media, like a bunch of shit. He's teaching me sales, how to sell, like how to get the clients basically like buy into the high ticket program. We're doing like sales calls just in 1 week, bro. In 1 week, like I think the $5,000 literally was worth everything that I've already learned in 1 week is literally worth the $5,000 that I spent. So like, this guy is low key like undercharging, but that's a good thing for me because, I could definitely say that like I chose a good coach. There's value in what he's teaching. Obviously, the fear as well of spending money on this stuff is that you're gonna get scammed. That the fear is that you're gonna spend the money and you're not gonna get the result that you're looking for, right? Because it's not there yet. Like you have to have faith in that coach or that program. Like before you enter that program, like yeah, that's a fear we all have, that I'm gonna spend this money and I'm not gonna get the result that I'm looking for, and I'm just gonna end up with like less than I started with. But if you look at it like a learning experience, like, you know what, like I'm gonna spend this money, maybe I'm not gonna see that money instantaneously come back into my bank account, but I'm going to take every bit of knowledge I possibly can and incorporate it into my strategy. I'm going to be a knowledge sponge. I'm going to use this mentorship to its fullest extent. I'm going to incorporate everything I learn here, and I'm going to lock in this knowledge, and I'm going to put it out there into the world, into the universe, and I'm going to test it. That's how you should approach it when you join a program or a course, because it's up to you to make the material work. You can't just, try something in there and just throw in the towel if you're not seeing immediate results. Like, no, like you just listen, have faith, spend the money. The money's going to come back to you, okay? As long as you put in the work. That's another reason why people don't do coaches, courses, mentorships. I've noticed like a lot of like people that are broke or scarce or lazy, right? They call it like a scam. It's really, a lot of people say that because they know that they're not going to take the action, right? Like a lot of people won't sign up for this stuff because they know that they're not going to basically fix the problem, that they're not going to take action, that they're going to continue doing their lazy behavior, that they're going to continue doing like their negative like behavior, ignorant behavior, scarce behavior. Basically, they're not going to spend the money because they don't trust themselves to actually put in the work to get the results that the program is promising. So like somewhere deep in their subconscious mind is like, well, I'm not going to spend this money because I'm probably going to self-sabotage myself anyways. And that $1,000 I'm spending is basically going to go like down the drain because, I'm just going to like continue being lazy, and I'm not going to get my money back because I'm already kind of like a lazy person, or like I'm like not a action taker or whatever, right? So that's another reason why, and that's why like a lot of these people are in a bad position. That's why they are in a scarcity mindset. Like these people have more than just business problems. Like these people have like life problems. They have mindset issues. They have fucking like depression issues and shit. You know what I mean? All sorts of fucking like stuff that goes much deeper than business, These are people that don't follow through with like any of the promises they make to themselves. These are like the same kind of people that like go to the gym and don't like, continue going. They don't have like any consistency. These are people that like, have a lot of vices. Maybe they do drugs, maybe they use alcohol, maybe they have like addictive like personality. And these are not like an ideal client. These are bad clients. These are people that are gonna stay in the gutter because they're not action takers. They don't follow through on their promises to themselves. They always break promises. They live like a very like self-destructive behavior kind of life. And that's why you have to change your life in general. Like if you want to make it in business, if you want to make the most out of learning in a mentorship, you have to stop breaking promises to yourself. You have to start taking action. Take out the fucking trash when it gets full. Wash the dishes when they're dirty. Clean your room. Get all the tasks done you need to do throughout the day. Like if you need to record a YouTube video, record a YouTube video. Like don't skip it. That's something I've been getting much better on. Like I've been fucking uploading. I've been doing content. I've been doing all this shit, putting in reps because I want to see results. And I have faith. I have faith in the process. I have faith. Even though these videos that I upload on this channel, fucking, they don't get a lot of views. I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't. Like, I know that there's going to be a video that pops off. I know that there's going to be a video that helps someone at the end of the day, that's going to help propel them forward. I know at least if I keep uploading this shit, I'm going to change people's lives. I'm going to give a piece of advice that's going to change someone's destiny. And that's enough for me, So that's why you should invest in coaches, courses, and mentors, okay? That's why it's not a scam, okay? And of course, I have a link down in the description for just general coaching, business coaching, regarding to this kind of topic that I'm talking about. Book a one-on-one call with me. Obviously, it's not free, right? I don't have like free time. I'm running a couple businesses, so book a call if you see value in that, and leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you guys.